Sir, please throw some highlights about what exactly psychologists do in particularly in all the testings and how every candidate is being assessed, particularly a fresher screened out and a repeater thereafter after they get screened in. Because and how they are relating with the PIQ, because many candidates say we should sync with our personality with PIQ. So how it is done, sir?
You see, to break this lot of myths about SSB, firstly, I must tell you what is the basis of assessment in the SSB. The basic assessment pattern क्या होता है? You see, it goes back. We keep telling this to many youngsters. It goes back to a concept generated in Mahabharata, that too in Bhagavad Gita. So the whole pattern of SSB selection, assessment, dates back to Mahabharata, and especially what Lord Krishna has said about personality. So Arjun asks in one of the discourse happening of Bhagavad Gita, Arjun is asking Krishna, my Lord, how do I assess personality? How do I recognize the personality of a man or a woman, of course? So Krishna says it is so simple. You should be good in observation. What are the observation? What you should see in the character? Manasa vacha karmana. Manasa vacha karmana. Sanskrit, you all know the reasons, meaning. Manasa is manas, the mind. So in the SSB, psychologist is scanning through your mind. How do you do it? How does it happen to do this? By making you write all your thoughts on the paper, and the whole dossier is being assessed by him. He is not speaking to you, nor you speak to the psychologist. Vacha, manasa, vacha. And what is vacha? Vacha is the speech. What the interviewing officer doing with you, that is vacha. He asks you questions and encourages you to speak. And when you speak, he assesses your personality. You got it? So when you bluff, he will catch you. So you have an artificial personality, you will assess that. Now the third and most interesting would be karmana. What is karmana? Your action. So what is the GTO doing? He is assessing your action on the ground. Your activities are assessed. Where all he is assessing? Your individual activities and your activities when you are put in a group. So in a group, how best you can become a leader in the group, or individually how best you can perform when given a task. So manasa vacha karmana, ये तीनों हम आपका assess कर देते हैं. Then we come to a conclusion about it. So if a candidate feels that independently your personality is seen, independently assessment होता है, it's like an examination where different invigilator इधर उधर बैठ के आपकी क्वेश्चन पेपर आंसर के साथ में देख रहे हो और मार्क दे रहे हो, it is absolutely bullshit. This is why most of the candidates are having a misnorm about SSB. That is how the preparation going wrong. So it is an overall perception of your personality which you are going to see. That is the reason when you do preparation, all these three aspects of personality should be taken into consideration, manasa, vacha, karmana. And what are we seeing all the three of us? All the three of us are seeing your 15 qualities in your holistic personality, which we call OLQs. Okay. And what are these 15 qualities? I will not go one by detail. It will be another lecture. Maybe we can do it another day. Maybe the next one. But let me tell you, these 15 qualities talks about how good a human being you are. It talks about your cheerfulness, your logical mind, social adaptability factor. Can you adjust with new people in life? Can you adjust with new situation in life? How helpful you are to others. Are you a person who is selfish, who is only helping somebody, expecting some rewards? Ye bhi dekhenge. Then again, we are going to see your power of expression, which we had spoken earlier. And we are also going to see how good is your initiative. Can you take initiative in when given a situation? And also we are going to see your self-confidence and ability to influence the group. How best you can influence the group which is around you, and your cheerfulness, liveliness. Okay. Also, most predominantly out of all this, we are going to see your effective intelligence. What is effective intelligence? Your jugadu dimag. How practical you are. Jugad is a beautiful word. Okay. इसका कोई real translation नहीं है. How resourceful you are. Okay. And something we are also going to see deeply, that is your reasoning ability, which is a mother quality, which gives you logical mind. It's a mother quality because all the other qualities are coming out of this quality, which is a mother quality. We say it's a fountainhead of all the qualities, others are fountain. Again, we are going to see your determination level, sense of responsibility, how serious you are when it comes to taking a task in life. Are you casual? Are you punctual about it? How good is your self-discipline when confronted with a task given to you? Everything we are going to see. And your determination level, your courage, and your stamina, mental and physical stamina. How determined you are when there is a job at hand. Courage also. Courage is a very important factor again. You know why? Because courage is very much important for a military leader. Corporate leader की इतनी जरूरत नहीं है. And courage is in three forms: mental courage, physical courage, and moral courage. तीनों सही होना. So I'm just given a rundown on these qualities. To explain these qualities is going to take time, but you would have seen this is going to be a holistic personality. So all the three assessors, I am not only talking about psychologists. I am telling you, psychologists, GTO, interviewing officer, all the three are going to see the same qualities in your personality. Because तुम्हारा personality तो change नहीं होना चाहिए. It should be same only. So it is like three people seeing one person. Suppose say you are standing alone in a hall. Imagine you are standing alone in a hall in the center. I am seeing you through a window, and I am wearing a goggle. It's a black color goggle. You are visible to me, but I am seeing in a blackish tint. Okay. Now you find another window on the other side. Yeah, from behind me, another person is looking at me. That is psychologist, but he is wearing a blue goggle. Now he is seeing in bluish tint, but you are the same person. So beauty क्या है? जो चीज जो सामने वाले को नजर नहीं आया है, वो पीछे वाले को नजर आता है. You understand my point? Similarly, there is one more person now to make the holistic picture complete. So that is the interviewing officer. So he is also seeing you through keeping another technique in mind. So three techniques used to see your personality from three different angles so that nothing is lost to us. That is why it is called three-dimensional approach to your personality. Understand? Or we may call it prismatic approach. It's like a prism. Three sides prism, prismatic approach. Do you know what is Raman's effect?
Yes.
Light coming inside, goes out in all rainbow colors. It is similar.
Exactly.
You look into your personality and see 15 qualities. You understand? Something similar we are doing. Psychologically we are doing. So don't ask me this question कि psychologist कैसे assess करता है, GTO कैसे assess करता है, interview assess that question ही गलत है. You should have asked how the assessors are going to see you, because all the three are doing the same thing, using three different techniques. You understand my point? What I'm saying?
Yes, sir. Very well said, sir.
Yes. So I want this point to be driven home to the aspirants also. That there is nothing called different assessment. Everybody is looking at you with the same assessment in mind. And the standardized assessment है, ताकि you go to Army, Navy, Air Force, जो भी SSB में जाए, everybody is doing the same standard of assessment. That is why we have a same training institute for all of us.
Yes, sir.
To keep the same standard in mind.
Yes, sir.
समझ में गया क्या?
Yes.
But now I come to your personal question again. Psychologist क्या करता है? He is going to read your mind, because you are written your thoughts. When all you are written your thoughts, TAT 12 stories. That's a major assessment. Last one is a blank story also. There also you will reflect your image, you reflect your character. Then WAT. In WAT there are 60 words. You are writing. The moment you see the word, what thought came into your mind, you are writing in sentence. अब रट्टा मार के लिखेगा तो मेरे को पता चलेगा. Coach candidate रट्टा मार के लिखते हैं sentence को. I will come to know because I have seen the sentence 100 times. So again followed by SRTs. 60 situation, 30 minutes. So again in different situations, how do you react to that situation? So when we put together all these responses from you, your holistic picture emerges. And we reconfirm that. Psychologist will reconfirm that. And he will make his own pen picture. Got it?
Yes. Very well explained, sir. Regarding psychologist, sir, one question which generally candidates ask in psychology that when we perceive anything and when we are actually writing the same thing in WAT, how can we sync it with the PIQ? And is it relevant or is it got any?
Very much relevant. It is very much relevant because the PIQ is in front of the psychologist. Na? Say you are writing a story about your main character playing football, for example. Now I am looking at your hobbies. Your hobby is cycling. I would rather would be even preferable you are writing about a cycling expedition. Then I know that you are talking from your own experience. You understand? So your PIQ is important to me. Like say you are coming from a very interior village background, but you are still able to do something glittering, some specific sparks coming out of your personality. I will be impressed. You know, in spite of being from a village background, from interior village countryside, you are still able to give good images, good imaginations. I will have a better impression about you. Whereas in your PIQ, I find you are from the best of the schools. You had your schooling and education. You are writing averagely okay. I am not very impressed. You know, because it is none of your personal effort. Environment has given you this. So PIQ is very important. That is the reason PIQ also will play a very important role in your assessment and selection.
Yes, sir. Very well explained regarding in the detailed way that how exactly any candidate should prepare. Sir, moving on to the further part, sir, since as soon as the psych is done, there are many candidates who actually give their interview. And in interview, it depends on time to time based on assessors to assessor as well as the candidate. Some goes for interview for 30 minutes, some goes for 1 hour, 1.5 hours. So what exactly, sir, is being looked in interview and how can assessors assess in interview in general, sir?
देखो मैंने पहले आपको बताया ये वाचा. So interviewing officer क्या करता है? He will encourage you to speak. So he's got a pattern of questions with him, and let me tell you, an interviewing officer will never ask the same question to another interviewing candidate. He will keep changing his pattern also, questions also, but there is some kind of pattern which generally we will go with your PIQ. Because your PIQ is the main, source of my interview. So I'm going to see your profile, what kind of personality you had, what kind of childhood you had, what kind of parentage you had, what kind of schooling you had, what are the hobbies you developed, what are your friends, how friends mean to you, how much friends means to you. Also, we will see your ambitions in life, your general awareness again comes there very much. Certain SRTs I may ask you. So by doing that, what I'm doing is I'm trying to find all these 15 qualities of interest. Definitely, isn't it? So your awareness is very poor. Naturally, it will affect your imagination also. Right? Again, we may look for certain aberrations in your PIQ. Suppose say you have got very good marks in 10th standard. +1 में जाके you are gone down 20-30% down. Now I'll have a question mark in my mind. What have you done in the college? तुम +1 में जाके तुमने लफंडरपन बना दिया. तुमने कुछ गड़बड़ किया उधर. How come it happened? Suddenly there is a drop. Then again you picked up probably that. So I would definitely look into that gap. See what happened to that rate. So you try to bluff me, I will catch you. You can't bluff me because I would have already seen through you, na? With your behavior, I would have come to know. So it is preferable never bluff the interviewing officer, but be cautious. You don't have to tell him too many things about yourself unless he doesn't ask you. Unless he is not asking you, फालतू में क्यों बोल रहे हो आप लोग? So you should not be too talkative. I don't like talkative people as it is as a leader. You must be speaking matter of fact, answer to the question, and be precise. अब आपने पूछा कुछ किसी का 30 मिनट्स में है, कोई 40 मिनट्स, कोई 1 आवर हो गया, क्यों हो रहा है पता है क्या? A clear cut personality, 30 minutes is more than enough to find out. But you are a confused personality, there are certain missings happening, there are certain areas of uncertainty coming up in your personality, there are certain aberrations in your answers. Then I am going to probe you, and the probing takes time. So it may take 40 minutes. Maybe I am highly impressed with you also, then I can also increase my time. Maybe I am, why? When I am very impressed with your personality, I'll try to lift you up. I will deeply probe into your personality and character to give you a better lift. So I may take more time also. But definitely, if I'm not going to select you, I'm not going to waste time on you. Simple. Why I should waste my time when I know that you are not fit? You understand? So these are the major reasons of timings. So there is no fixed timing for anything. I remember when I did my interview, when I was a youngster, my interview was in Bhopal. He took just 15 minutes. I thought I am gone. I thought I am lost. But I came out with flying colors. So how it happened is, now I remember, I am coming from a town called Shornur. My village, it's a small town. His name was Shornur, Kerala, Palakkad district. So he asked me, this is a very odd name, Shornur. It doesn't fit into our lingo of it. It's not looking even like Sanskrit also, not Hindi definitely. Is it something with Malayalam? I don't think. So he asked me, in between only that 15 minutes, okay, tell me why this name is like this. I told him, sir, there is a legend behind this name. So he asked me, okay, tell me. So I told him, sir, my town was earlier known as Suvarnapuri. Long back, 200 years back. Then Britishers came. They had a loco shed there. They had developed the railway network. So they made my station as a loco shed. Loco shed is a railway workshop. A lot of engineers who came, Britishers. There was a lot of engineers, Britishers came as engineers and repairers and engine drivers and all this. And they settled down in my place and they married the locals and become Anglo-Indians also. So they had a problem of pronouncing Suvarnapuri. So बात करते करते वो शोरनूर हो गया. Easy for Englishers to spell and pronounce. That is how my place became Shornur. Otherwise his name is Suvarnapuri. So he looked at me and I could see he was. And after that he asked me, okay. So I personally feel at this point of time that my answer interests him because I've done some research into the origin of the name. So probably he must have thought these small things also definitely his knowledge. So he didn't go too much into my personality or question answers because then I was an achiever also. I was a bodybuilder. I had national medals. I was, I had done from state level bodybuilder. Then national level also I had some. I was talented sportsman of the year. All these things are, this is all add on. Provided you are generally. It doesn't mean that you are a national sportsman, I will select you.
Yes, very nicely said.
There are some grey matter also.
Exactly, sir. Very well explained regarding interview and about your personal experience because that is where some many candidates might relate that every candidate should be a generalistic as well as sir pointed out very well in the last session that jack of all trade and master of all. It very well signifies here that sir being coming from a commerce background, sir have excelled and took a technical arm. Thereafter, sir not only excelled in technical arm but also excelled in assessing candidates. And sir has got a very good amount of recommended candidates, around 8,500 plus candidates till date, so far serving the country for the nation. All right, sir. Sir, now coming to the GTO part, where where you served as an assessor in 11 and 19 SSB. So, sir, how this GTO technique has evolved in the due course of time, and how exactly the assessors assess in GTO, starting from GD, GP, and thereafter structural analysis. So, how candidates can do better in that as well, sir?
You see, if you connect what I told you earlier also, GTO is going to see how he is going to see your behavior, body language, your speech, overall perception of your personality we will be going to see, So what we have done is we have a lot of tasks designed for you, scientifically designed, and there are many theories behind it. There are many theories of formation theory, gestalt. We don't have to go into details. So it is very scientifically programmed and designed, all these tasks. And we divide them into two portions, that is called indoor task and outdoor task. Now in the indoor task, we are going to see the imagination level of your mind. We call it planning mind. So the indoor tasks are generally designed to evaluate your imagination level, your planning mind, how best you are as and a leader material. Can you fight a war without planning? Can you? You cannot. So how well you can plan? This is what we are going to see in that. Now in the outdoor series, we have many outdoor series, minefield crossing, signing deal obstacle task, snake race, all these things. So here we are going to see how good practically you are. Practical mind kaise aapki, which we call executional mind. Or we can say how good is your working capability on the ground. Now what are we going to see? We are going to see your holistic personality. Finally, when we finish all these tasks, to see your planning mind and practical mind. It should be in consonance. Both planning mind and your practical mind should be balanced. We call it balanced personality. Suppose your planning mind is generally okay, but your practical mind is not good enough. That means you got an imbalanced personality, and vice versa. You got my point clear?
Yes, sir.
So we will definitely see, when we see your holistic personality of 15 qualities, again coming to that, whatever you have done on the ground, individually and in a group, how best it is fitting into our scheme of things. And then I am going to evaluate those candidates. And definitely I am going to see your communication skill again. I am going to see all the 15 things that I told you. Generally I have given a briefing. So all the tasks are designed to project these personality traits of yours. ये जो OLQs मैंने बोला है आपको, ऑफिसर लाइक क्वालिटीज हैं, इसकी प्रोजेक्शंस हम निकालेंगे आपसे थ्रू दिस टास्क, विदाउट योर नॉलेज. अंडरस्टैंड? वी विल पुट स्ट्रेस ऑन यू. क्यों स्ट्रेस डाल रहे हो? ताकि यू विल कम आउट इन योर ओरिजिनल पर्सनालिटी. जितनी भी फेक करता है ना बंदा, उसके ऊपर प्रेशर डालो, अपने आप उसकी अंदर से पोल खुल जाते हैं उसकी. You understand? So we will do all this, kind of retuning and tuning of our tasks. The tasks are very flexible. They are all tools in our hands. Okay, we are using these tools like a doctor using all the tools of testing. Stethoscope, CT scan, MRI. क्या है ये सब? These are all tools to find out your health or not. Similarly, these are our tools to find out your personality. तो उल्टा लेकिन कैंडिडेट क्या करता है? टूल्स को पढ़ना शुरू कर देता है. जीपी रट्टा मार रहे, ग्रुप प्लानिंग. जब इट इज अ टूल इन माय हैंड, आई विल यूज दैट टूल टू फाइंड आउट योर प्लानिंग माइंड. नो, लेकिन आप क्या करते हो? वो जीपी को रट्टा मार रहे हो. आप स्टेथोस्कोप को खोल के पढ़ रहे हो अंदर से, क्या चीज है, इससे आपकी बीमारी खत्म होगा? नहीं है ना. तो यही गलती नहीं करना है कैंडिडेट. Candidates should look to themselves and become a better human being. rather than they start studying the tools what we are having. ये कोचिंग एकेडमीज क्या करता है, वो टूल्स को पढ़ाता है. ये टूल तुम्हारा नहीं है, मेरा है. पेशेंट को स्टेथोस्कोप को पढ़ना नहीं है, डॉक्टर पढ़ेगा ना उसको. I should know how to use that. You don't have to know how to use that. You should know about yourself, how to improve yourself. I hope you understood my example.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
You understood that, everybody understood.
Yes, sir. Very clearly explained.
This is the overall holistic personality assessment.
Exactly, sir. Sir, since you have been an assessor and always there is a moment in every assessor's life that एक कैंडिडेट ऐसा रह ही जाता है फ्लैशबैक में कि ये कैंडिडेट इज अ वेरी आइडियल पर्सन हु हैव सिलेक्टेड एंड और समवन, ऐसा कोई मेमोरी सर आपके पास है सच व्हिच यू वुड लाइक टू शेयर, और समवन नॉट ओनली एन आइडियल और समवन कैंडिडेट हुज परफॉर्मेंस वाज सम drastically has got somewhere else, nowhere matching to the reality.
In my tenure of 3.5 years, I would have seen many thousands candidates. Many candidates remain in mind also. Few candidates sometimes remain in mind. One specific candidate which comes to my mind is a very remarkable candidate. She was a lady candidate. And she was extremely good. But I found she had little bit of, superficial injuries on her body. I had rated her very high, okay. So in between, in command task time, we asked one or odd questions. So I just asked her, did you have an accident or something? So she said, no, sir, I had an attack on me. So it so happened that she was, attacked by a stranger, tried to molest her, dragged inside some bushy area. She took a stone and bloody hit on his face and escaped and struggled. And this happened just not even 1 week, 4 or 5 days before the SSB. And normally for a girl of her age to have such a experience would have given her tremendous trauma. You would have seen girls in the hospital for almost, few weeks also, a few months. And she had concussions on her body. That fellow also hit her very badly. In spite of her injuries, she came for the SSB and she performed extremely well. I said, hats off to this girl. And she is the girl I rated highest in my career as a duty. And mind you, she was rated high by all the other assessors also, which we found out in the conference day only. We don't discuss otherwise the characters of we don't discuss the rating of any candidate. But we found that this girl is the topper. Look at her guts. I said, this is the kind of girls we want to be officers in the Indian Armed Forces. In spite of a personal attack on her, physical injuries, she had the guts to fight this bugger out, ran away from that place, and she had come for SSB and performed. So this is a exceptionally very good leader-like personality, which is still in my mind. There are many incidents, but this was awesome.
Very, very nicely told, and it is a very good, remarkable experience for all the girls out watching here. That fighting back spirit and courageously fighting the all evils and odds is something what even SSB is looking for. And sir has very well explained. And
presence of mind. Look at her presence of mind. She didn't lose her, presence of mind. That is very important for a leader.
Yes, sir. Yes. Sir, one question which is striking in my mind, and many candidates out here would face that question, that while doing structures, they feel that हमें आइडियाज नहीं जनरेट हो रहे, एंड बहुत लोग को दे फील दैट कैंटिलीवर इज द ओनली ऑप्शन फॉर एवरी सोल्यूशन. Thereafter they try some or the other kind of node and they try to assume that assessor is watching and they will make it. So sir, what would be that structural suggestion which you would give for candidates?
देखो यार, this is all too much of self consciousness is an enemy. You should not be feeling what the GTO is looking at you. Exactly. You just do, you have to be living in that moment. You must enjoy that moment at the SSB. He is a real leader material. You are performing for the sake of, showing us what he knows. They are not leader material. They are only showing off. They are like, acting in a drama on a stage. We don't want such people. I am looking for a person who is genuinely enjoying the moment and who's got an analytical mind. I want him to observe what is happening. I want to see he is able to assess the situation well, find the problem at hand in all its aspects, 360-degree observation, use his logical mind, which is practical mind, and find solutions. What kind of solution? There can be many solutions coming out, but I want him or her to go with the most simple, original, and realistic solution. That's what the GTO is seeing. So the moment you come to me with a ready-made solution, I see through you. That means it is not yours. So what we do, we keep changing the situation also to whether see the candidate is genuine or he is already badly coached candidate. So what we do, GTO has got his leverage. He will keep changing his tools, or he will, like a kaleidoscope, no? You see a kaleidoscope? Just tilt karo, uski pura design change ho jata. Similarly, we do little bit of tilt of the bloody task. So the whole thing is changed. You got it?
Yes, sir. Very
It
good.
is very simple for us to find out your original character and personality.
And to summarize this, that candidate should perform the real self. Basically, whatever comes to his mind, just do it, irrespective of whatever assessor is watching for. Basically, that is the routine job for them. That is how they perform. Thank you so much, sir, for explaining all psych, GTO, and interview in a very detailed and a depth way. And I am very confident that all the candidates out here who are watching this session in live as well as in recording mode will love to hear all from the horse's mouth exactly what goes through the assessment part. Otherwise, what happens is many candidates feel that हम जो कर रहे हैं वही सही है और हम हो जाएंगे, बट कभी कभार जब आप सुनते नहीं हो तो फिर प्रॉब्लम हो जाती है, बिकॉज लिसनिंग इज अ फाइन आर्ट एंड दैट इज व्हाट सर हैव आल्सो इंसिस्टेड इन द लास्ट सेशन. Thank you so much, sir, for spending your time for this live GTO interview. And if at all, sir, there is the last part remaining, that is the conference, which we would cover in this session only. So, sir, like what things happen in conference, sir? Like since all the three assessors come to the board.
Again, there is a lot of myth about conference. In the conference time, what we do is each assessor, which I told you, they have made their own pen picture as per the 15 qualities. We don't discuss the character. We don't discuss the character and personality of the candidate beforehand at all. As a strictly a no. Okay, these are codes. These are our contact codes. So before the candidate walks into the conference hall, we will project his personality there only, or her personality, and we will discuss the person, because each one of you would have presented the case, the personality of the character. Okay. Now, if the character or if the personality has come to an acceptable standard with each one of the assessors, okay, then we say cleared by all. Cleared by all assessors. Cleared by all assessors means 100% you will go into the merit. Mostly you will go into the merit. But when we discuss your personality, 2 assessors have found you good enough to clear. The 3rd assessor, for certain reasons, some reasons, he has not found you fit enough. Then 2:1 is a debatable topic. Personality. So we will have to discuss that. We will say we will discuss this personality. Now, but as a general norm, 2 assessors cleared, the 3rd assessor is not cleared, still you have a chance to be recommended. But the problem would be your conference mark will be lesser than the candidate who has got all the 3 assessors cleared. Their conference marks will be higher. Now, in this case, again, every assessor has got a veto power also with him. If he feels that this character has got these flaws which are dangerous or serious enough, he can veto the character also, veto the personality, and he can say this candidate should not be recommended. So definitely the board will listen to it. But if The assessor says, okay, I have seen this thing, but it's not very serious issues. I will go with the board decision when the candidate is recommended. But you are recommended by one candidate, one assessor only, two assessors not recommended you, then there is no discussion. You are not recommended. You understand my point? So in certain cases, the candidate is called after 5, 10 minutes, 10 minutes, 15 minutes. The reason is he is a little imbalanced personality, not a very, very balanced personality. 100% clearable is not there. So we are discussing your personality. But it doesn't mean that you will not be recommended. You got it? But if you are a no, you will be called immediately naturally. All the three say no, 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 no. There is no discussion. So you are immediately called. All the three of us say yes, 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 good. Standardized. Not much of discussion. You are called immediately inside. Now the middle fence sitter will be discussed. You understood this? So a lot of people has got this scare ki sir pata nahi andar kya hota hai. And when we call you inside and ask you few questions, we are already decided. Mostly we have decided already. The questions won't really matter anymore. However, if you are a cliffhanger, which may have, what answer you give at times will matter. Got my point clear?
Yes, sir.
Rarely it matters.
Yes, sir.
होता है, होता भी है.
Yes, sir. Sir, there is one myth again which many candidates out ask here as well. Like at the end they ask suggestion and piece of advice. Is it advisable, or sometimes is it good to give suggestion or something like that, sir? What is your?
Yeah, you see if they ask you suggestion, if you have a genuine suggestion, you can do it. But then it's a formal question. If you don't have any suggestion, why you should honestly give a suggestion? It doesn't really matter. It's not going to change your fate. Be very clear about it. Yes, but you have a genuine suggestion to make, which can add on to the administrational issues there, or you can add on to the, efficiency of the SSB and the administration. You can do it. But don't try criticizing that.
Yes,
You say, sir, wo dal bada kharab tha, sir, kal to kha nahi paye. So what are you doing? You are a guest here and you are complaining as a guest. That will go against it. It will not be good. Understood my point?
yes, sir. Very well explained.
You are a guest.
Yes.
Okay. So be gracious about it.
Yes, sir. Thank you so much, sir, for explaining in a detailed way about conference and how exactly things goes inside the conference hall and outside the what candidates feel that हमारा waiting period ज़्यादा है या कम है. So what exactly happens? So, sir, one last thing which I would like to ask is, there are many people who are aspiring for a career in defense, and there are many candidates who can't make it in their last attempt due to some or the other reasons, or else even if they make it, they can't come in the merit, particularly females. And there are many candidates who, despite come in the merit, but due to some medical issue, they can't join the academy. And so, for all the defense aspirants who are striving, what would be the piece of advice for their career opportunity and for life as a overall, sir?
You see, you have a passion. You have to chase your passion in life. But at times, the destiny is something different for you. So take it in the right stride. Suppose you got a medical issue, like you had a medical issue. You came out of the academy. What's the point in crying over it? You keep crying over it, you get into depressive mode, you only spoil your life, no? So you have to go on in life. You have to keep on moving in life. But let me tell you, if you are a leader, already you are a leader in the making, and I have these qualities. The best, assessment in the world you have come through and got successful. जहाँ भी जाएंगे दुनिया में, you will be successful. You are a leader in your life. कहीं भी जाएंगे, corporate में जाओ, कहाँ भी जाओ, you will succeed because you have confidence to win now. So this is the way it should be taken. Be positive about it. Be optimistic. You have chance more, definitely go better. But then don't go keep it, you go again and try your luck. There is nothing called luck there. Luck factor is hardly anything in the SSB. Maybe 5% of luck chance. 95% is your effort. So you keep on going as a repeater. You're doing the same thing again, hoping that some luck would happen. कोई करिश्मा होगा, कोई miracle होगा, कोई miracle नहीं. So you have to improve. How do you improve? Firstly, identify the areas of improvement where you are probably need to improve your personality and work on it. Definitely you will clear SSB. I have a guy who is cleared 17th time and he never went to any or he got badly coached, I'm sure. But last chat, just before last chat, 17th time, it's a record. I've never seen anybody 17 times. He came just before the SSB. Luckily, he could get time to train in olive greens. And when he cleared, he understood the areas of improvement. We guided him, mentored him, and he improved them. Nobody could understand before that. He himself could not understand why he was not getting selected. He was a very good candidate otherwise. Just one or odd thing. You know what? He was a very dominating personality. And nobody told him that. And we corrected his domination. And he changed. He started, giving space for others. And when he cleared on the 17th and last time, he was third in the All India merit. See? So there is nothing called not getting selected. You have to find the cause and then treat it. It's like a disease here. You have a problem. Diagnosing नहीं हो पा रहा है. How do you treat it? तो डायग्नोसिंग करना पड़ेगा ना आपको. बीमार है तो बीमार को तो आप तो एक्चुअल बीमार है तो आप डॉक्टर के पास जाते हो. ये बीमारी नहीं है. इट इज अ पर्सनालिटी करेक्शन. खुद कर सकते हैं. You understand?
Yes.
So there is no coaching. Henceforth, you also should not ever say SSB coaching.
Yes, sir.
You should say training for leadership in the armed forces.
Yes, sir.
Clear? Because don't do training for even SSB.
Exactly, sir. Very well explained.
You must do training to become a leader in life. This is lifetime lessons.
Yes, sir.
I don't want to hear anybody saying मैं SSB coaching करूँगा. And I will not select you then. क्यों? उसका विषय नहीं छोटा है. अब सर SSB तक सोचते हो यार. जिंदगी में लीडर बनना है. छोटा दिमाग में सोच रहे हो. Why I should select you?
Yes, sir.
That is my final words for you.
Yes, sir. Very well explained and very dynamically told by sir in general and in very much particular regarding every aspects of SSB, starting from screening, psych, GTO, interview, conference, and for life lesson, which sir told that fighting back is the only constant in this changing dynamic, that you should never give up. As sir also explained about his experience of interview and also about the girl for whom sir have rated the most highest in his career, that courage and the presence of mind which he did is something which everybody should work on. Then reasoning ability, which is the mother of all the qualities which sir have emphasized, that सारे qualities उसी के अंदर से आ रहे. So I wish and I believe that all the candidates out here who have watched this session throughout till the end, that you all make it very very soon in their upcoming SSB. And sir have also got a very high regards. And sir is the founding member of a very prestigious institute which is running successfully across the country and which has guided not only 10 hundreds but thousands, and many are coming up very soon. Thank you so much, sir, for guiding all the candidates out here and enlightening throughout the whole session with your valuable experience. And we wish that many candidates do come help and many candidates do seek your advice, and not only your but they eventually make it and contribute to the nation.
Thank you. Best of luck for all the aspirants of SSB. I wish them good luck and Godspeed. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir. Jai Hind, sir.